so that should cover public parks and all that too. Shouldn't it?
What now?
Well, it says upon any property not owned, rented, or
I
otherwise
got
in the
six
care of
thirty, we'll
the,
get
oh,
the meeting started. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for another beautiful day that you've given us. We pray, Lord, that you'd be throughout their services with us this evening. Grant us safe passage home after. And all this we ask in your most holy name. Amen.
amen.
Pam Scarver,
Here.
Brenda Blaylock,
Here?
Steve Williamson,
Here.
Karen Crothers. Here. John Heffley. Here.
Okay, entertain a motion to approve the minutes for our regular August 26th meeting and the special meeting for September 5th.
So moved.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Okay. Department heads. We've got several out today, so. Here to present to the police department.
Calls for service was 403 for the month of August. So far in September, 246. Brings our year-to-date to 3,427 calls for service. Arrests since last council, most of these were all on one traffic stop. The two people were arrested for possession of a controlled substance misdemeanor. One person was charged with possession of drug paraphernalia misdemeanor. That same person was charged with felony possession of controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, felony tampering with physical evidence, possession of open container containing alcohol, criminal impersonation, driving with a suspended license. Sorry, that's all that was. And then another arrest for felony fleeing in a vehicle, and then a misdemeanor arrest for filing a false report. They came in and made somebody came in and made a formal complaint against one of our officers that was accusing them of criminal conduct. It was proven to be a lie, so they were charged with that accordingly. 7 case reports, 4 MVC reports, no new investigations. Citations, there was 97 citations issued by the Pottsville Police Department, 59 citations by the Arkansas State Police, 60 misdemeanor warrants served, 0 failure to appear warrants issued, 87 failure to pay warrants issued. We had a lot of people out taking comp time and stuff this month, so we didn't have any training. Court income so far, $18,925.35. And then there was 2 search warrants that were served on ongoing active investigations.
So, with all the arrests, was it a bus you pulled over or 2 or 3 people in one car?
It was 2 people in one car.
All right. That's a fair question when you said
Yeah.
that. Now,
Yeah. It was a lot of it was just the same person that
All right.
tried lying about who she was and stuff.
we'll see them on the county courthouse website.
Any more questions? Thanks, sir. Chief Perry is not here tonight. He's actually stuck somewhere between here and Houston. They bought some ambulances from Russellville and went to pick them up, and they're having some issues. He apologized that he wouldn't be here tonight. So, Water Department, Keith, you want to present?
Since the last council meeting, Public Works has completed 13 shutoffs, 2 of them still remain off. 3 work orders of various certifications attached to the back of the
meters, I guess I missed something at some point. Who's installing those?
Mayor and Johnny talked about it, and they have hired an individual to help get them installed.
Because we had talked about this originally, the city doing it.
Yeah,
So is this a contract position or is it a city employee?
contract.
And what are we paying that person?
I don't remember, is it $12 a meter?
All right, and they're showing up in city vehicles and uniforms?
No.
They're not?
They're showing up to work, not in city vehicles, but they are in uniforms, performing the work. They are using the city vehicle.
So they're using a city vehicle
Right.
in their contract. Is that any issues with our insurance as far as liability goes?
So he's under.
They're representing the city and they're not a employee? Because originally we talked about water department
Right.
having these
When we started
installed.
having all the issues, we decided to go ahead and hire somebody to help get them in.
Okay. But it is contract.
Yes.
Who is it?
Jason Group.
How many do we anticipate him installing?
I have no idea, honestly.
I don't know, I know whenever we have downtime, the past week or two, we've been out. We've had mainly been doing the bad meters, he does the ones that are in route sequence.
Okay.
There's not a set number for him to go change.
And when are we gonna have all the meters replaced?
I think we're shooting for the end of the year. So,
All right.
Anything else? Thank you, sir. Code enforcement.
Since last council meeting, one, residential permit has been pulled. I've done 3 plumbing inspections, 1 HVAC, Brian has done 1 electrical, 3 footings, no finals, and then we've done actually 3 solar for the month.
Any questions? Planning and zoning?
we had no meeting.
Fall Sinclair store.
Yeah, we met this last week, just moving forward with the car show. Depending on weather, I think it's gonna be big, pretty good size. Anybody that wants to help or have something to donate, appreciate it. We're gonna have a silent auction and a cornhole tournament, and Ryan got me some information. I haven't contacted him yet. I'll try to get him tomorrow on somebody that can help us with that, hopefully. We wanna buy some t-shirts, and we may need to get some trophies for the cornhole tournament. All the trophies for the car show have been donated, so we're not out any expenses on those. By VIP awards. Anyway, but we've got another item on here in a little bit about the funding for to get t-shirts.
Any questions? No old business? Go to the new business. Before we want to ask about using, funds from the Fall Sinclair store account for the t-shirts. Did you have an idea how many shirts you're going to do?
I didn't get in touch. My 2 main contacts have had some health issues. One's just got to the hospital today. So I haven't, but I'm thinking around 150 to 200. I am going to try to get some sponsors to offset and have their name on the back of the t-shirt. But I think there was, the price that we paid if you ordered like 150 was about $10 a piece. From the last group that we got the Eclipse shirts from. And we sold almost all the Eclipse shirts, so I think it'll do well. We've got the front of the t-shirt will actually be a picture of 4 old cars in front of the grocery store.
If you do a pre-order like we did for the Eclipse,
We'll
it'll
have,
offset that.
that's the thing is we'll have to do a pre-order for this because they'll buy the day of, they won't buy after or order. I mean, it's just kind of the way they might, but normally car shows, they expect to have them that day,
Oh, okay.
so.
When is the car show?
November the 2nd.
And also we want to get a couple of porta potties.
Yes, porta potties too, yeah.
That'll
just-
be, I think, about $300, I think, for the weekend,
Yeah.
for 2 porta potties.
How much money do we have in the Fall Sinclair budget or account?
We still don't have the, have they said anything else about coming and putting those caps on?
Not yet.
Okay.
I told them they had to go ahead, and I figure they're probably waiting, the same bunch that's doing the fire station. I
Yeah.
figure they'll come do it all at one time.
We have 30,000 budgeted for this year, and then, what did we say, 6,000 or so from
That's what I was
last
trying to
year?
find.
Well, we put 30 in the past 2 years.
Yeah, and we paid for the brick on the back door, had all that fixed. That was 13, I believe, 13.
And
And
11,000 for the cap.
when they get down here, they have to kinda have the right
So
weather. for
what do
the-
we have in there right now?
I've got roughly probably about almost 14.
But the other,
Double check.
but the 30 for this year hasn't been transferred over,
Yeah.
yeah.
So has the roof cap been accounted for?
It's not been taken off what's in there right now.
No, because we've not paid for it.
So we got 14 right now. What's the roof cap cost?
11.
11.
So that puts us down to 3? And we've put in 60,000 the past 2 years?
No.
The 30,000 for this year hasn't been put in there yet.
All right.
So what happens if you don't make the money back?
On the t-shirts,
Yes.
it'll be just like, it's just,
You know, all stuff.
yeah, just like we did with the Eclipse. When we bought, items for the Eclipse and,
And we had less of a turnout, I feel like, then, and we still
Yeah.
sold them all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are anybody like prepaying entry fees for the car show?
You don't do,
Okay.
they pay the day of.
Okay.
Some shows have options to pay ahead of time, but I don't know, they don't usually do it, do they, John? I've not, yeah.
How are you advertising? Because you and I had talked about me making,
I went ahead and just did one to get us going and got and I can show you guys later if you wanna see it, but, after one of the car club meetings, I got some of my friends down and we brought our cars down and got 4 of them in front of the grocery store and did a picture. I did a Facebook event for it. We've got about 50 people that say they're coming, and well, all total 700 either interested or coming. Of course, that's interested, they may or may not, but it still shows a lot of interest. So, so again, I think it's gonna come down to the weather, and hopefully we'll have good weather. Hopefully it won't be too hot on November 2nd. And there's not
I'll
a
give you
lot-
my opinion on it. I'd be up for the porta potties because we feel like we have to, legality wise. But after the showing of the Eclipse, as a loser.
It
The
was,
Eclipse lost money.
think,
$300 to $500 is all
Yeah.
we lost on that.
Okay, well, this is not nearly as big as a showing as what I would have expected the Eclipse to be.
well, the Tri-County Cruisers is the one that's sponsoring with us. Now, they don't get any money out of it, but they're helping us sponsor.
Okay.
And they have a really good following. Year before last, they had 200 cars at the Dardanelle Senior Citizens Car Show that they sponsored. This last year, it was misting most of the morning, and they still had like 110, I believe, that showed up.
What does that do for t-shirt sales
Um,
and benefit?
I don't know their exact number of t-shirts that they sold, because the Senior Citizens groups over, the Senior Citizens Center, get that spit out, does the t-shirt part. But like I said, I'm trying to get some sponsorships to help offset the cost.
Well, like I said, I'd be for the porta potties just because of health reasons.
Yeah, we've gotta do some porta potties, because if we have, if we have 150 cars show up, that's two people per each, and then, if we have cornhole and this other stuff, we could have a pretty good, and I talked to a lot of the vendors that were down here Saturday for Butterfield Days, and majority of them seemed very interested about coming back, so.
I've had a lot of success doing the pre-sale on shirt orders. Just in everything that I do,
pre-orders now? Okay. For
They
t-shirts?
advertise the advertising.
Okay. The ones I've been to recently, I mean, maybe I just didn't hear about the pre-order. The C10 does it? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I did for the PAA for our state tournament. I
Well, and
just
that's what we,
pre-ordered and ordered 5, I think, of each size, and I sold out in like 2 days.
well,
I
that's,
didn't have one shirt left over.
we did the pre-orders for the Eclipse, so I mean, I'm open to
Yeah.
opening it up. And what if we do the pre-orders because they'll cut us a check for how much we make off of the pre-orders? Can we use that money then to buy some to sell day of?
I'm okay with that.
The proceeds of that going toward it?
Yes.
So
And that-
really, it wouldn't cost us anything.
That's right.
What kind of cap would you want to put on it?
Cap, as in me, how many?
I'm talking t-shirts.
Yeah. $500, $10 a piece, that'd get us 50 for day of.
I'm for promoting this city. But everything we do falls short as far as income, because we've heard it, that we don't have money to spend.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
I
And
mean,
I'm-
is
if
it,
if you wanted
I mean, I don't
just
wanna
do
be
porta potties,
a downer, but, because I want it to happen.
Yeah.
But seems like we're always doing something that loses.
We can do the porta potties.
And do all the pre-orders you want, and then use that funds as a donation back to the city.
Well, that's,
Do we make money off the shirts?
yeah, the shirts at the Eclipse is what carried the
Okay.
rest of it.
Or we just take the money out of the general fund? 'Cause I hate to keep robbing money from something that's not
no.
happening across the
Yeah.
street here.
Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I understand. So, do pre-orders, and we can use the money we make off of that to buy some t-shirts the day of.
Yeah, as long as,
Yeah, as long as we don't go over that amount.
yes.
Gotcha.
Break even's a win.
Break even, okay, gotcha. That makes sense, I gotcha.
I'll make a motion on that.
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second? You understand that? Got a motion and a second, roll call.
Pam Scarberg,
Yes.
Randall Blaylock.
Yes.
Steve Williamson,
Yes.
Karen Carruthers,
Yes.
John Heflin.
Yes.
Jesse Allen.
Yes.
I have a question. Now, where are we gonna take the money from if we need it?
Yeah, that's something, because what,
We can't take it from the general because there's not a specific line item for that in the general. So when we get audited, she's gonna see
Right.
that.
the,
And
The
therefore,
porta potties will have to come out of the Paul Sinclair.
and the
yes.
last time when we got the check from the t-shirt place, I gave it was made out to the city of Pottsville, and Fran put it into the Falls and Sinclair fund. And so then that would have to come out of there.
So what I did, if it was made to the city, it got deposited in the city, and the city wrote a check to the St. Clair's Falls and deposited it that way. That way, there's always a money trail.
Yeah.
And they can see it. But we just can't take anything out of the general because there's not a line item to take that from. Now, in the future, if we want to do this, we need to make a line for next year's budget as far as community event or anything we all wanna name it,
Promotions.
and put a certain amount in there for specific reasons.
Because most cities have a promotion item, I believe, set aside for things like this.
Yes, but that's something we can do.
Yeah.
Did we vote? Okay. So we're good on that? Everybody good on that? Next is resolution on our millage.
This is just the one we do every year, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's not changed since
Yes.
Randall Blaylock,
Yes.
Steve Williamson, Karen Carruthers,
Yes.
John Heflin,
Yes.
Jesse Young.
Yes.
Next is ordinance 2024-5. Just, adding and changing a couple of things on the leash law ordinance. Mariah, you wanna kinda go into this?
Yeah, so I'll go back just a little bit before she starts, and she can fill in, but we had 2006-4, which was our don't let your dog run loose in the city limits of Pottsville ordinance, and whenever we revisited, farm animals in the city and the fines and stuff on our animal ordinances, we upped the fines a little bit on that 2006 ordinance, so that's where your 2023-7 that you wanted a copy of came from, is that we just upped that fine amount. So this ordinance, has the same fine amounts that y'all voted on last year. What it increases is the impound fee by $20, and then adds an increase, a subsequent increase of another $20 for the second offense, and an additional $20 for the third offense, if we're impounding the same animal over and over again. And I'll let Mariah talk about the other.
So we had the issue with the dog poop in the yard on Benita or wherever it was. I literally just found, actually it was Dardanelle's, ordinance. And so section 3, Deidre just added it into our ordinance, and it just states that, if, a dog and cat shall not be kept on the property in a manner that causes any, unsanitary conditions, any fecal pollution, infestation of rodents. So I mean, it just kinda, it covers that, and not only covers that in neighborhoods, but it also covers that in the whole city. So if we've got a dog who keeps pooping on our sidewalks, or pooping on the walking trail at the park, we now have something that we can go after and can issue them a citation as far as that goes. So that's really all the changes that we made,
Questions on it?
I make a motion, we approve ordinance 2024-5.
I second.
Sorry about that.
Okay, entertain a motion.
I'm
to have
anxious.
First reading of ordinance 2024-5 by title only. Get a motion, need a second.
We have,
Got a second? Okay.
I was second,
Roll
Randall was
call.
first.
How about things backwards? Pam Scarver,
Yes.
Randall Blaylock,
Yes.
Steve Williamson, Karen Carruthers,
Yes.
John Heflin,
Yes.
Jesse Young.
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-5, an ordinance establishing a leash law and regulating the ownership of dogs and cats within the city of Pottsville, Arkansas, and for other purposes.
Entertain a motion to approve the first reading of ordinance 2024-5.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second.
Pam Scarver,
Yes.
Randall Blaylock,
Yes.
Steve Williamson. Steve Williamson,
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm not, ain't gonna put a leash on a darn cat. I can't, we're regulating ourselves to death.
did you
I'm
say?
gonna say no.
Karen Carruthers,
Yes.
John Heflin,
Yes.
Jesse Young.
Yes.
Entertain a motion to have the second and third reading of ordinance 2024-5 by title only.
I'll make a motion.
Let me say this with Steve. I agree with Steve, and it seems like we're always trying to chase something we've been trying to correct for a long time, or something that's been ill. As far as putting a leash on a cat, that's impossible. We're not gonna do that, or expect anyone to do it. I think this really stems from the feces in neighborhoods, where people aren't taking care of their own pets and having this done.
Well,
So-
people have issues, and they bring them to you guys, and you
Sure.
guys bring them to us.
Yeah.
We try to make that happen. So
Yeah,
we're-
but I think there should be some leniency on
It's not that we're
expectations of a cat.
It's not that we're sitting in an office
The
trying to
one
regulate
dog.
every single
I'll
Yeah.
thing.
change
Oh,
it
yeah.
however you wanna change it, but I just wanted to point out that that's been your language in your ordinance since 2006.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
all.
what I'm getting at, I think we're trying to address one issue and make it a little bit
So,
too broad.
all I did was just add in the portion Mariah asked me to add in,
I'm good for it, but yeah. I don't wanna overrule,
If
overthink
you do it on
stuff.
dogs, then you're gonna have the people that's got cats.
Yeah,
We don't
Or
get
no.
cat tickets, I'll tell you that.
all right. Well, that's kind of what I'm, we should make cat
I'll
tickets.
change it however you want it, I just
No.
wanted you to be aware that that wasn't a new provision.
I'm good with rolling with it, but I don't wanna seem over ordinance.
Still need a second? Oh,
Second.
got a second? Got a motion and a second to have the second and third reading of ordinance 2024-5 in the title only.
Pam Scarber,
Yes.
Randall Blaylock,
Yes.
Steve Williamson,
Yes.
Carrie Carruthers.
Yes.
John Heflin,
Yes.
Jesse Young.
Yes.
Entertain a motion to, oh,
Ordinance 2024-5, an ordinance establishing a leash law and regulating the ownership of dogs and cats within the city of Pottsville, Arkansas, and for other purposes.
entertain a motion to, approve the second and third reading of ordinance 2024-5.
I make a motion.
Second?
Motion and second.
Pam Scarber,
Yes.
Randall Blaylock,
Yep.
Steve Williamson,
Yes.
Carrie Carruthers.
Yes.
John Heflin,
Yes.
Jesse Young.
Yes.
Entertain a motion to enact the emergency clause of ordinance 2024-5.
Make a motion.
Second.
Pam Scarber,
Yes.
Randall Blaylock,
Yes.
Steve Williamson,
Yes.
Carrie Carruthers.
Yes.
John Heflin.
Yes.
Jesse Young.
Yes.
That is all I have.
I have a couple questions, if that's okay. We have some people that live on Flag Lake, and their roads have not been touched in, I don't know, 6, 7 years-ish. And so they asked me, when are we gonna like re-gravel or whatever we're gonna do to.
Flag Lake Road?
No, Angel Lake Road, sorry.
Angel Lake.
Angel Lake,
I don't know that that's a city street.
is it not?
I think it's county.
Is it? Okay.
Well, it's in the
Angel
city.
Lake- Angel Lake is the city.
It's in the city, but I don't mean it's a city street.
I think it's a driveway. I think it's classified as a private drive, so.
Oh, is it?
Well, the county used to not gravel before you were mayor,
Yeah.
because the city,
Do what now?
before you were mayor, the previous mayor had the county come out and put gravel out because it wasn't considered city road.
Okay. I have not heard anybody say that it was ever turned over to the city or not. We'll check into it and see.
So it didn't,
There's a little strip, usually the mayor used to push hog. When they come and push hog the road.
Right. On Angel Lake or?
Yeah, it's like right there, right off the road.
Okay. We'll take a look at that too, see what's going on. I'll do some checking on it.
Okay. And then there was a, issue on Flag Lake, like when you, I know the first house, I wanna say that's Duval's house, right before his house, there's like a pothole that just keeps washing out, so I do believe it, I'll have to drive back down again,
Right.
but maybe have one of the guys go and check out and see, but I'm pretty sure that
I believe
is
I know there's
city.
one right as it turns into the county. I seen it the other day.
Right, so it was like, I think it's a city, but, so I
If it's
was
asphalt,
asked to bring it
it's
up.
in the city, where the county took over, it's the chip seal.
Okay,
So I'm gonna say the one I'm thinking of is on us. Just
okay.
haven't had a chance to get you guys down.
Those were the questions that I was asked to address, so.
I have a question. So when residents contact us about questions, do y'all want us to just keep asking during the meeting, or do you want us to get on the agenda to ask?
Depends on what it is. If it's just small stuff like this here, just asking like this, it's fine.
Okay,
Now, if it's something major, it needs to be on the
on
agenda.
the agenda, okay. Thank you.
Anything else? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same
I
sign.
don't even try to get ahead of you, Johnny, more. I don't even try.